Assalamu alaikum. It is lecture number 24 of basic statistics course, and today we will discuss standard normal distribution. Before starting today's important lecture, I request everyone subscribe to my channel, like and share my channel, and click the bell icon for the notifications of the next videos. Let's start. Question number 1 is normal distribution is reduced to the standard normal distribution when, dear students, when mean is equal to 0 and standard deviation is approaches to 1, then the normal distribution is reduced to the standard normal distribution. That is the correct option in the exam. Question number 2, the standard normal distribution is represented by, question number 2, x follows standard normal distribution, mean is 0, variance is equal to 1. That will be the correct option. Question number 3, if x follows normal distribution, x follows standard normal distribution, mean is 8, variance is 64, the standard normal variate z will be, we know z is equal to x minus mu over sigma. It means x minus mean is 8 over the square root of variance, that will also be 8. X minus 8 over 8 will be the correct option in the exam. Question number 4, if value of x for a normal distribution is 35, question number 4, the value of x is given, that is 35. Mean of the normal distribution is 65, mu is given, that is 65, and the standard deviation is 25, sigma is equal to 25. Then the standardized random variable is, we know z is equal to x minus mu over sigma. Just substitute 35 minus 65 over 25, and that will be minus 30 over 25, and minus 1.2 will be the correct option in the exam. Question number 5, the moment generating function of the standard normal variate is given by, dear students, we know the moment generating function of the normal distribution is e raised to power mu t plus 1 over 2 sigma square t square. If we substitute mean is 0 and variance is equal to 1, then we will get the moment generating function of the standard normal distribution, and that will be e raised to power 1 over 2 t square, because 0 into something is 0, and that is 1 into t square over 2. That will be the correct option in the exam. A very important question. Question number 6, if z follows standard normal distribution, mean is 0 and variance is 1, then q3 is equal to, dear students, we know, we have learned in the normal distribution q1, which is lower quartile, that is mu minus 0.6745 sigma. q3 is equal to mu plus 0.6745 sigma, and we know quartile deviation, which is q3 minus q1 over 2, and that will be 0.6745 sigma. But now in that question, the question is the upper quartile of the standard normal distribution. In the normal, that was mu plus 0.6745 sigma. If we substitute, because our concept is in standard normal distribution, mean is 0 and sigma is 1. If we put mean is 0 and sigma is 1, then the answer of q3 will be 0.6745. That will be the correct option in the exam. Question number 7, if x follows standard normal distribution, mean is 0, variance is 1, the value of expectation of x square is, dear student, we have to calculate expectation of x square. We know variance of x is equal to expectation of x square minus mean, which is expectation of x whole square. Just substitute, that is given, it is variance 1 is equal to expectation of x square, that is not given, minus mean is 0 square is 0, and expectation of x square is also equal to 1. And that is our concept. in the standard normal distribution variance is 1 and expectation of x square is also equal to 1. A very important one. Question number 8. Let x be a standard normal variate, then probability x greater than 1.96. We have to calculate that probability. We know, so it is positive, it will be over here 1.96, and we have to calculate the area more than 1.96. It is 1.96 and that is the area which is our need, and we know the table of 0 to z we will have to use. If I see the value of 1.9 into 6, that will be 0.475, and that area is half 0.5. It means 0.5 minus that area which we calculated from the table, 0.475, 0.5 minus that area, that will be 0.025. That will be the correct option in the exam. A very important question. And if the question is probability x less than 1.96, it means our need is this much. Then 0.5 plus 0.475 will be the correct option in the exam. Please keep in mind a very important concept. Question number 9. The probability that the value of the standard normal variate exceeds 0. A very important one. We know in the standard normal distribution it is always 0, and the question is the probability that the value of a standard normal variate exceeds 0. It is our need, and we know that area is always equal to 0.5. It is the correct option. If the question is the probability less than 0, it is also 0.5. It is the correct option in the exam. Question number 10. If x bar is the mean of a random sample of size n from a normal distribution, mean is mu and variance is sigma square, then x bar is distributed as. Dear students, we know mean of x bar is equal to mu and variance of x bar is equal to sigma square over n. It means normal distribution mu comma sigma square over n. That will be the correct option in the exam. Now we will discuss the last question of today's lecture, and that is very technical and important question for the paper point of view, and that question is, if f of x is the PDF of the standard normal distribution. We know in the normal distribution the PDF is 1 over sigma 2 pi under the root e raised to power minus 1 over 2 x minus mu over sigma whole square, and the range is minus infinity to plus infinity. But in standard normal distribution it is reduced when mean is 0 and variance is equal to 1. Variance means sigma is also equal to 1. Just substitute, mean is 0 and variance is 1. 1 over, that is 1, 2 pi under the root e raised to power minus 1 over 2 x minus 0 over 1, that will be x square. That is the PDF of the standard normal distribution. Now the question is expectation of that much, expectation of f of x. It is our need. We have to calculate expectation of that PDF of the standard normal distribution. We have to calculate the expectation of the PDF, that is 1 over 2 pi under the root e raised to power minus 1 over 2 x square. That constant will be outside, 1 over 2 pi under the root. Expectation will be applied on the variable x square. Now we know 1 over 2 pi under the root, that will be minus infinity to plus infinity. X is this much into p of x. P of x is this. Multiply 1 over 2 pi under the root e raised to power minus 1 over 2 x square d of x. That constant will be outside, and 1 ones are 1. That under root will be cancelled. That will be 1 over 2 pi minus infinity plus infinity e raised to power minus 2x square over 2 dx. Now if I change the limit, I will take 0 to plus infinity, that I will have to multiply by 2. 0 to plus infinity e raised to power minus x square dx. 2 will be cancelled with too much. That will be 1 over pi 0 into infinity e raised to power minus x square dx. I will have to use the substitution. Let x square is equal to y. It means x is equal to under root y. Apply the differential to x dx is equal to dy. Just substitute over here. 1 over pi 0 to infinity e raised to power minus y, and dx is equal to actually 1 over 2x. Dx is equal to 1 over 2x dy. Dx is equal to 1 over 2. X is equal to under root y dy. I will have to put the value of dx over here. That will be 1 over 2 y raised to power 1 by 2 dy. Now what will you do? 1 over pi is the constant. 0 to plus infinity. 2 will also be outside. That 2 will be outside. E raised to power minus y raised to power minus 1 by 2 dy. 1 over 2 pi 0 to plus infinity e raised to power minus y raised to power, that can be written as 1 by 2 minus 1 dy, because I want to make it the gamma function. Now that will be equal to 1 over 2, but that will be 1 over 2 gamma 1 over 2 pi. Gamma of 1 over 2 is always equal to pi under root. The last answer is 1 over 2 under root pi. That will be the correct option in the exam. Assalamu alaikum.